Let us discuss the second question of contest 233. It is called number of orders in a backlog. So in this question, let us first see what they have given as input. So input is an array of orders wherein each order consists of three elements. The first one is the price as given in the question. Second one is amount and the order type, right? So here they have given us an instruction. We need to perform those steps or those instruction on our order types and get to the solution, right? So so the order, there are two types of order in the question. Either it's a buy order or a sell order. So if it's a buy order, you go and see all those order like which are selling, and you select the order with minimum price, right, than the price of that buy order, and you complete that transaction. Similarly, if it's a sale order, you select a order which was not processed earlier. That is a You select a buy order which was not processed earlier, and among all those buy orders you select the order having maximum price and you complete the transaction. This is how we need to do all these steps, and after doing all these steps we need to return back number of orders which were not placed, right, unplaced order, that we need to return back. So let's understand this particular question, and after understanding we can get jump to the code, right? So I have this question in a whiteboard. Let us go and see there, right? So if so this is price, this is an order, this is price, this is amount, and this is order type. If order type is 0, which means it's a buy order. If order type is a 1, it means a sell order, right? So let me first construct a sell queue or buy queue. Let me call it a sell queue. Buy queue, right? Something like this. So initially, so we need to process from their order, right, as given in the question. So let me process the first order. So price is 5 and amount is, sorry, price is 10, amount is 5. So it's an buy order. So you look at a sell queue and select a sell queue with a minimum, I think, yeah, minimum price, right? So since it's a sell queue is empty, so we put this order in a buy queue, backlog. This is a backlog, right? Let me put this way, price and order, right? You go here, right? What is this order? It's a sell order. Its price is 15. So if it's a sell order, you look at a buy order and select the order with a maximum price. If that price is greater than the given price of the sell order, you complete the transaction, right? So what is the so you look at a buy queue. What is the maximum price? 10. Is it more than 15? No. So this particular order will also go in a backlog. So let me put this way. Coming to the third one, it's a what order? It's a sell order. The sell order, you look at a buy order, select a maximum price among the buy order. If that price is greater than sell order, you complete a transaction. Otherwise, that transaction go on gets to a backlog transaction, right? Now let's come to this one. What? So this is a buy order, right? So if it's a buy order, you look at a sell queue. Among the sell queue, you select the smallest one. Uh, So if the smallest, you select the smallest order. If that smallest price is less than the price of the buy one, you complete the transaction. So if 50, what is the smallest among these two? Price, this one, right? So is it less than 30? Yes, it is less than 30. You complete the transaction. So you complete a transaction. That means you need to erase this from a sell queue and reduce its amount to 2, right? Now again you look at this sell queue and select a minimum price among them. So minimum price is 25. Is 25 less than 30? Yes, it is less than 30. You complete the transaction and reduce amount to 1 and keep everything in a backlog, right? Now the so answer is number of unplaced order, or are this 5 and this one, 5 plus 1, which is 6. So this should be an answer, right? Now the question is, so looking at the time constant, the question demands a time constant of around, I think, O n log n something. So look at the question, see the time constant. So we need to come up with a solution of O log n. Now the question is, wouldn't now, so anyhow, when you are processing a sell order, right? So you look at a buy order queue and select the one with the minimum sell buy. Sorry, let me think. If it's a sell order, if I want to sell at 10 and if someone agrees to buy at 15, so I will complete the transaction. So if it's a buy order, if it's a sell order, you look at a buy order and select a maximum among it, right? Maximum on the buy order, and vice versa. If it's a buy order, you look at a minimum, uh, you look at an order in a sell order having a minimum price. So essentially you need to maintain this queue in a such a way that the first element should be the minimum one in a sell order. So this, let me change the pen. So sell queue should be a uh, min heap, right? I'm sure everyone known as the know what is the min heap. It's a data structure, and again buy queue should be a max heap. So that's all. If you construct it as a min queue and it has a map queue, the question is solved. So the main crux is, you create a main sell queue and a buy queue. This will be a mean heap or priority call, as they call it, and this priority queue, sorry, and this should be a max heap. That's all. Once you do it, this question will be solved easily in a given time constant, which is around O log n. That's all. So let's jump to the code which was accepted during the contest. So let me walk you through the code. It's not a complex one, but okay, I will walk you through the code. Okay, right. So this is the order which is given in the question. Again, you need to return back a modulus of 10 power 9 plus 7 of, as given in the question, right? I'm sure it's given somewhere. Here it's given. Let me walk you through. So this is a main heap. Cell order should be a main heap, right? So this is how you construct a main heap in C++ using STL, and buy order should be a max heap, right? Now you iterate through all the orders and process it, right? I'm iterating it. This is amount, this is price. I equal to 1, this means a sell order. So if it's a sell order, you select a select order with a maximum price in a buy order. So since it's a max heap, then the first element of a max heap, that is the topmost element of a max heap, is a maximum among all those. So this confirms I'm getting a maximum element with a maximum price. If that price is greater than amount, I will process this step, right? Okay, yeah, I'm looking here, right? If the price of the price of order having a maximum price is greater than the price which I am looking at, so then I will complete this transaction. So I will just check the amount. So if the if the amount in the queue, which queue it is, it's a sell queue, right? Sorry, it's a buy queue. Yeah, it's a buy queue. If it's greater than the amount which I'm looking at, So then essentially I need to push the remaining amount in the by queue and reduce that amount to 0. Similarly, if it's the other way around, I need to decrease amount by top second, which is the amount of a maximum price to order in a buy queue, and like I need to loop through it again and again. That's why hence I had a while loop here. After once this while loop is done processing, I will check if the amount it's greater than 0. I need to push that particular amount in the sell order, right? It's obvious. uh, so this was for I equal to 1, order is equal to 1. Again we need to do it from I equal to 0, hence else condition. And in the else condition, everything is opposite of it. Instead of buy order, it's a sell order. And this is how you this is how you complete all this transaction. Once all these transactions are done, I will iterate and just add up all those unplaced order and return all those unplaced order modulo 10 power 9 plus 7, which is defined here over here. Let me know how you like this question. uh, Sorry, how you like the explanation. And okay, stay tuned, I will be also uploading the third question as well. So thank you.